Guys, it's arrived! It's finally arrived! Right, let's get into it. Let's go!
It came! It finally came! The big one. Extremely dangerous.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Retro Smash TV. As you know by now, my name is Chris. Thank you for joining me today. So, over the course of the last month, you have seen me heading to charity shops, Facebook Marketplace, trading in unwanted games in order to build up my CEX voucher fund. You've seen it, you've come along with me, you've liked the videos. On Monday's video, we then tipped the CEX vouchers at £460. I then went ahead and I spent it all. You've come along with me into CEX. You've seen how I've done it. You've seen what I've traded in. You should have learned a thing or two by now about how we do things on Retro Smash TV. Well, today is the day. We are doing the biggest CEX lottery that I have ever done on this channel. I spent £470 plus postage on this big box. I'm not going to lie, I am nervous because of the amount of money that this thing has cost me. Not seeing it in person, I'm just going off of the quality control of the CEX branch that it's come from. So having looked at the tracking from Royal Mail, this console has come from Yorkshire. The Yorkshire area, it went to the Leeds Royal Mail depot, so around that area. I've never been there before. I don't know what their quality control is like. So, you ready, guys? Let's get into this. Here we go, guys. This is the moment of truth. First impressions of the packaging. I feel so sorry for my postie. He delivers my post every single day. Always got a smile on his face. Good morning, Mr. Chris, he calls me. He's had to carry this huge box. So I'm really grateful for that. It's first impressions, and if you've ever ordered something from CEX, especially a large item, the postage can be hit or miss. This has been really, really well protected with a lot of this. I don't know what this is called. Guys, let me know in the comment section what this is called. I call it like snakeskin wrap, but I don't know what it's called because I was looking online to see if I could purchase some of this for when I was selling a load of stuff, but I don't need to now because I've got some. But let's get all of this out. So I have ordered a PlayStation 5 unboxed, but not the discounted version. So I'm expecting this to look really, really nice and be in really nice shape. So let's get all of this out. There's another layer of this stuff. So really, really well packaged by whoever's sent this. It doesn't say on the invoice where it come from, but layer upon layer of this stuff, which is really, really appreciative. So, what have we got inside the box? We have got the stand. So I assume the PlayStation 5 goes on this stand here. It's come with a power lead, which is just the usual two-prong kettle plug that you can use. It doesn't look particularly long, so I need to see where I'm going to be able to put this in the house. Always handy. It's come with a HDMI cable. Now I don't know, does it matter what HDMI cable you use on consoles? Is there like a better quality version? I've never really invested in HDMI cables, only used the ones that it's come with devices. So it's come with a HDMI. It's come with a little lead. I assume you plug the controller into that. Again, this lead doesn't look very big. Oh, yeah, that's all right. It's not too bad. I can live with that. So, the console that I have bought is the limited edition PlayStation 5 Spider-Man version. It's cost me £470. I'll tell you the story. All the way leading up to this, it was £460. A couple of days before I was ready to pull the trigger on this, and the price went up to £470. Now, I'm looking at the controller. Buttons seem okay. Yeah, buttons seem okay, responsive. There is some markings, some scratches on the controller, which is to be expected, I guess. Would that bother me usually? Not really, but I have just spent £470 on this, so I need to weigh the price up with that. I'll need to give this a wipe down. It's got some like where somebody's used it. There's some markings inside around the creases, but there we go. We have got the Spider-Man controller. Comes in this really nice symbiote red and black design. The Spider-Man logo there, the white version there. I've never owned a PlayStation 5. I've played PlayStation 5 like once in my life. Controller feels okay. There's no rattles in the controller. Feels nice. It's going to take me a while to get used to this because I am used to Xbox One. So we've got that. Now, this is the big test. This is the big test. So again, there's another layer of this wrapping. It's been really, really well packaged. Like top marks to CEX for this. I can see it. Let's pull it out. It's bigger than I thought. That's what she said. Anyway, this is the limited edition Spider-Man PlayStation 5. Now, where it's been in the box with all this wrapping, there is some marks on there. It does need a clean. I'm surprised CEX don't give this a little once wipe over whilst it's in the shop on display. But listen, I can do that. So first impressions. It's not perfect. It isn't perfect. It does have some markings on it. I need to figure out whether that's going to be enough to bother me. Right, okay. So, along the front there, where the USB and everything goes in there, there is scratch marks on there. I'm not too happy about that, to be fair. Not especially when I paid £470. I'm not looking for perfect, but that's not nice. Considering my my experience of trading things in and at discounted rates and stuff like that, yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that. I'm gonna give it a clean up and see if I can clean that up. But that is the Spider-Man PlayStation 5 console with the joypad, and that is what I've grafted for. Oh, the controllers come on. It's lights up blue. Again, I'm not I've never had a PlayStation 5. I don't know if that's normal, if that's something that is just specific for that controller. Whilst I'm here, let's just make sure that there's no damage on the plates. Yeah, I'm gonna need to give this a little wipe over, just to see where we're at with it. But yeah, that is really bothering me. There's scratches down the front, which is a shame. It's a shame, really. But anyhow, let's talk about the plans. So now I've got that. When I had my PlayStation 4, which you see me trade in a couple of weeks back, I thoroughly enjoyed Spider-Man, the Spider-Man game. I do own Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4 in a steelbook. So the plan is to now go ahead and get the last two PlayStation 4 and 5 Spider-Man games, Miles Morales and The Amazing Spider-Man 2, so that I can play those. It's time to build up a new collection. And guys, these games are not cheap, they're expensive. I didn't realise until I was flicking through the app how expensive the PlayStation 5 games are, but they've got so many good titles and it's just nostalgic for me, PlayStation. I love Xbox. My Xbox Series X now is going over to my daughter. She is now having that. She's taking sole custody of the Xbox, but there is plans already in motion. We're going to be looking at getting the PlayStation 4 and 5 games of Spider-Man. Games I've really wanted to collect before and never have. Resident Evil. I want to get the full collection of Resident Evil. I need to upgrade my Grand Theft Auto games. I've got Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PlayStation 4. I want to upgrade that to the PlayStation 5 version. I've got the Trilogy and GTA 5 on the Xbox Series X. I no longer need that. I'll be looking at moving those on in the very near future. And then what we're going to be doing is we're going to be downsizing the Xbox One collection, and we're just going to go fully digital with that and just use Game Pass, because I'm paying for Game Pass. I might as well just use it. So let me know in the comments, guys, would you have spent £470 of your hard-earned cash or CEX vouchers on this? Am I being particularly picky in terms of the little scratches that I've identified on the console? What games do you recommend I need to pick up for the PlayStation 5? You guys know what I'm all about by now. I love my Grand Theft Auto. I love my racing games. There's just so many possibilities now. The Last of Us 2, Resident Evil, Silent Hill. They're the type of games I'm going to be looking at picking up, and you guys are going to be coming along with me. So if you've enjoyed this and you want to see more of Retro Smash TV, make sure you hit in that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification so you never miss an episode. We have brand new episodes, video game hunting, charity shop hauls, car boot sales every Monday at 6 p.m. and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Make that your place to come on those days. And guys, I've been Chris. This is Retro Smash TV. This is my most expensive CEX lottery ever. Stay tuned to find out if I do decide to keep this or return it and try again. I'll see you in another one, guys. See you later.